I have been doing mini twists for a while now and I thought I was retaining length. I wasn't. Here's the thing about mini twists. The install is only step one. If you're not thinking about scalp care, your wash days, and your takedown from the very beginning, you're leaving length on the table. In this video, I'm showing you exactly how I install mine with intention so I can refresh them at the 3-week mark and take them down easily at 6 weeks and actually keep every single inch I grow. Hi and welcome to Lena's Fab Lane. If this is your first time here, welcome. I'm so glad you found this video. And if you have been here, you already know we don't do things halfway on this channel. I got the inspiration from this hairstyle on Instagram, and this is just a short clip of the video showing you what we are installing today. We're going to be starting on clean hair. I washed my hair the day before and I put them in twists and went to bed so that my hair can be stretched for the hairstyle. Let me back it up. Mini twist is a staple and one of the best protective styles for 4C hair. They are low manipulation, they protect your ends, and when you do them right, you genuinely retain length. I have been doing them for years on my natural hair journey, but here is what I learned, and honestly, it took me longer than I want to admit. I was installing them with zero plans for what comes after. I wasn't thinking about my scalp. I wasn't thinking about whether I could even wash my hair inside this style without it falling apart. I wasn't thinking about the takedown. I was just installing and then surviving the next 4 to 6 weeks. And I found out that every single time I took them down, I would see breakage. And I was wondering, why is my hair not growing? It was growing, I just wasn't keeping it. So this video is the approach that changed that for me. I call it intentional installation, and it has a couple of parts where I'll share how I take care of my scalp, the installation process, keeping in mind that I would refresh twist at 3 weeks and eventually take them down at 6 weeks, the products I use, all of that good stuff. I wanted to add that I did not blow dry my hair. I just stretched my hair overnight in the twist after washing. I'm going to be starting with 4 sections of hair, the back, the middle, and 2 in front. So the back and the middle will have mini twists while the front will have cornrows and mini twists. I didn't want my twists to be like mini twist. I wanted them to be medium twist, to be honest, because the takedown process was something I intentionally do not want to spend a lot of time doing. So I made sure that the back was medium twists. This looks like medium twist to me. So let me know in the comments, are you a medium twist person or you do mini twist all around your head? But for me, medium twists work, and that's what I did for the back. Mini twist has always been a part of my natural hair journey, and in the beginning I didn't always used to get them right. Like the installation process, I would just, for me, twist from the roots and then twist to the tip, and I would maybe have to carry the twist for as long as 4 weeks without having to maybe refresh or wash my hair. And when I did the takedown process, my hair would break a lot. The first tip I have is that I would like to section all of my twists and just put them in, like separate them so that I do not have hair from one twist going into another twist. I don't know if that makes sense, but if you see here, I've sectioned my hair into 5 mini twists or medium twists that I'm going to twist, and I twist them one at a time. So section them off so that hair from one twist does not go into the second twist, and then twist them one at a time. With mini twists, you have to be patient because parting the hair the way you want it to look can or is the most time consuming part of it, not even the twists. But trust me, at the end of the day, by the time you see the results, you know that it was all worth it. I use the Cantu coiling cream as the cream for my mini twist because I had already used leave-in conditioner and hair oil after washing my hair. Another tip I would like to share is when you apply the cream, make sure you walk the product into the hair. Don't just slather the cream on the hair and just twist, because that way the cream is not going to penetrate your cuticles or your hair strands, and you just have products on different parts of your hair without actually having products shared or without having the products evenly distributed to the hair strands. I have a video showing how I prep my hair for mini twist before washing. If you're interested, you can check that out. Here I share how to properly detangle your hair before any water touches it. I do not use any hair gels on my scalp. I use the Carol's Daughter Hair Mimosa just a little bit on my scalp because I found out that when I use the hair gels, they just cause my hair to get itchy and my scalp to start flaking in a couple of days. The second tip that I have is that I start off with making a box braid, and I braid about an inch and a half of my hair before I twist, and this just keeps my twist neater, and also when I have to refresh them at the third week, I do not have to worry about matting at the roots of my hair tangling up after I have shampooed and conditioned it. And this way my twists or my parts just stay very neat. If you have gotten to this part of the video, please like, share and subscribe. It really means a lot to me and it goes a long way. And if you have any questions, just put them in the comment section and I'll answer each and every one of them. This was the first time I used the 360 mirror to help me ensure that I had like clean parts at the back. And although they weren't perfect, but this is the neatest I've had the back of my mini twist look, because usually I would just part my hair whichever way and I don't care how the back looks. As long as the front looks decent, that's okay for me. I add enough coiling cream to the ends of my twist as I twist down. So once I have like half an inch of hair at the end of the twist, I swirl it around my finger so I can have coily ends. This is another tip that I didn't used to do, and I would just leave my ends dry, but I found out that adding the coiling cream adds another layer of moisture and just sealing in all of the leave-in and the cream and the oil LOC method actually that I have used on my ends. So this way my twist actually stay moisturized and very juicy for maybe 5 days before I have to refresh or just rehydrate them. Once I was done figuring out the twist at the back, it then came time for me to make like the cornrows in section of the part for the mini twist that was going to be in front but the middle. Mini twist with no heat or iron hair is now a part of my protective hairstyles because I found out that I am what I say allergic to synthetic hair. That is something I recently discovered since I became natural. If I add synthetic hair to my protective hairstyle, I develop like a rash on my neck or my shoulders due to the hair rubbing on my skin. So let me know in the comments if you have had this type of issue or if there's something that just changed once you became natural. Because initially I didn't understand it and it took me a while to find out. And now I just install my mini twist without any added hair or synthetic hair. I installed the mini twist with cornrows because the weather has been very funny. We've been fluctuating between cold and warm, so I just needed something versatile that I could still wear a beanie over on the days that it's cold, and then just have my hair out on the day that it's really warm and nice. I use the Mael edge control that has rosemary in it for my edges once I got to the front because I just needed to scoop up all of the baby hair, and I think that's the only part of my hair that I used edge control for, and also when I did the cornrows. At this point, it felt like the mini twist was not going to end. I was already so tired to the extent that my eyes were not opening. And I was like, I just have to finish this last row of mini twist and I'll be going to bed. And I also thought like I had medium twists going on, but why did it look like I had mini twists in the front and not medium twists? The fact that mini twist is a low manipulation and length retention hairstyle is one of the reasons I installed them, and the fact that I can take care of my scalp in this protective style is icing on the cake. The next morning I cornrowed the left side and the right side. I think what I should have done was actually make the cornrows first because I felt like I didn't get the cornrows exactly as the style inspiration, but I was happy with how it ended up looking, and I had to reduce some of the cornrows once I was done. But yeah, if you're a beginner and you want to learn how to cornrow, there's another video showing how I make my cornrows, and I'll be tagging that up here. In that video, I think I made the Tyler braid out style inspiration, and I showed exactly how I make my cornrows. Making the cornrow was the fastest part of this hairstyle, and it took me about maybe 45 minutes to an hour. But once I was done with the cornrows, I added pattern mousse to just the tips of the hair because I really wanted them to be curly and not just bone straight. And there you have it. This is how this style came out, really nice, and this is what my hair looks like the same day, fresh, beautiful, full, and it came out amazing. I'm going to be refreshing them at the 3-week mark, and I already have that video, and that will be playing right after this video. But yeah, I have something on my hair that would last me 6 weeks, and this is what my hair looked like 2 days after, already shrinking up but still beautiful. Mini twists are versatile and they are amazing. If you got so far to the video, please like, share and subscribe, and thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next video.